The glass shattered against the wall, whiskey splattering like tears across the worn wooden floor of the dimly lit bar. "You think you can just waltz in here with your money and buy my life?" Knox spat, her voice cracking with raw fury as she faced the woman who just dropped a bombshell. Jordan stood there, unflinching, her designer suit a stark contrast to the graffiti-covered walls, whispering, "I already did, and it's because I see you really see you." Knox wiped the bar top with a ragged cloth, the neon sign outside flickering the rusty nail in erratic bursts against the Brooklyn night. It was a Tuesday, slow as molasses, with only a couple of regulars nursing their beers in the corner booths. She adjusted her faded flannel shirt, tucking a stray lock of her cropped hair behind her ear. At 28, Knox had built this place from nothing. A haven for misfits, dreamers, and anyone who needed a stiff drink without judgment. Her tomboy vibe with baggy jeans and scuffed boots often led people to assumptions. She didn't correct them. Labels were for liquor bottles, not people. The door swung open, letting in a gust of cool autumn air mixed with the scent of rain-slicked streets. In walked Jordan Hayes, 35, CEO of Hayes Tech Innovations, a powerhouse in Silicon Valley who'd recently relocated her operations to New York. Jordan's presence was magnetic, tailored blazer hugging her athletic frame, heels clicking with authority, dark hair cascading in waves that screamed polished perfection. She scanned the room, her sharp green eyes landing on Knox like a spotlight. "Whiskey neat," Jordan said, sliding onto a stool with the grace of someone used to commanding boardrooms. Knox poured without a word, sliding the glass over. "Rough day in the corporate jungle?" Jordan chuckled, a low melodic sound that cut through the jukebox's faint hum of old rock tunes. "You could say that. This place, it's got character. Unlike those sterile lounges uptown." They talked, or rather Jordan talked, weaving tales of high-stakes deals and globetrotting adventures, while Knox listened, her guarded smile revealing little. Jordan had spotted Knox weeks ago during a late-night wander, drawn to her effortless swagger and the way she bantered with patrons. Assumptions bloomed quickly. The short hair, the no-nonsense attitude. Jordan pegged her as family, as one of her own in the subtle world of women who loved women. It stirred something in Jordan, a flicker of hope after years of guarded solitude. As closing time neared, Jordan lingered. "What's your story, Knox?" "This bar. It's yours." "All mine," Knox replied, pride edging her voice. "Inherited the lease from my dad. Turned it into something real." Jordan's mind raced. She saw potential, not just in the bar but in Knox. Her company was expanding into experiential venues, blending tech with nightlife. But deeper, it was personal. Jordan had been burned before, a betrayal that left her wary of vulnerability. Yet here in this unpretentious spot she felt a pull. By the time she left, tipping generously, a plan was forming. Days blurred into weeks. Jordan became a regular, her visits coinciding with Knox's shifts. Conversations deepened. Knox shared snippets of her life. Growing up in a blue-collar family, the loss of her parents young, the solace found in mixing drinks and listening to strangers' woes. Jordan opened up too about the isolation of success, the facade of invincibility. One night, after a particularly grueling day, Jordan confessed over a shared bottle. "I envy you, Knox. No pretenses. Just you." Knox felt the shift, a warmth uncoiling in her chest. But she kept walls up. Trust was a luxury she couldn't afford. Unbeknownst to her, Jordan was digging quiet inquiries into the bar's finances. The rusty nail was struggling, buried under debts from renovations and a slow economy. Jordan saw an opportunity. Buy it out, renovate with her tech flair, and perhaps win Knox over in the process. The offer came via email, cold and corporate. Knox stared at her laptop in the back office, heart pounding. Hayes Tech wanted to acquire her bar for a sum that could erase her debts and then some. But why? She confronted Jordan the next night. "You're buying my bar?" Knox's voice trembled with disbelief. Jordan met her gaze steadily. "It's a smart investment. And I think we could partner on it. Make it something extraordinary." Knox's mind whirled. Was this pity? Or something more? The assumption Jordan held, that Knox was like her, open to the spark between them, fueled her decision. But Knox harbored a secret. She wasn't out, wasn't sure. Her heart tangled in past confusions. The deal closed faster than expected, papers signed in a haze of reluctance and relief. As renovations began, tensions simmered. Jordan infused the place with modern touches, smart lighting, interactive menus via apps, while Knox fought to preserve its soul. Clashes erupted. "This isn't a tech gadget store," Knox yelled during one heated argument. "It's evolution, Knox." "Trust me," Jordan countered, her hand brushing Knox's arm, sending unintended shivers. Amid the chaos, their bond grew. Late nights poring over plans turned intimate, sharing laughs and vulnerabilities. Jordan misinterpreted Knox's lingering glances, her easy camaraderie, as mutual attraction. One evening, under the newly installed string lights, Jordan leaned in. "Knox, I think there's something here." Knox pulled back, eyes wide. "Jordan, wait." But the seed was planted, and the hidden truths began to stir, threatening to upend everything. The bar's grand reopening was a spectacle, blending old grit with new gloss. Patrons old and new filled the space, the air buzzing with chatter and clinking glasses. Knox moved behind the counter with practiced ease, but her mind was elsewhere. Jordan's almost confession hung between them like smoke, unspoken yet palpable. Knox had deflected that night, blaming fatigue, but the moment lingered, stirring doubts she'd long buried. Jordan watched from a corner booth, nursing a drink, her confidence cracking. She'd built an empire on calculated risks, but this felt personal, raw. Her past betrayal, a former lover, Mia, who'd used her for connections only to ghost when things got real, made her cautious. Yet Knox felt different, genuine, unpolished. Jordan's assumption about Knox's orientation fueled her pursuit, but subtle cues now sowed seeds of uncertainty. As the night wore on, a familiar face appeared. Sarah, Knox's childhood friend, vibrant and outspoken. Sarah hugged Knox tightly over the bar, their laughter echoing. Jordan felt a pang. Jealousy? Sarah was openly gay, a fixture in Brooklyn's queer scene. Watching them, Jordan's mind raced. Was this the competition? Or confirmation? Later, as the crowd thinned, Sarah pulled Knox aside. "Who's the suit? She's been eyeing you all night." Knox glanced at Jordan, cheeks flushing. "Just business. She bought the place." Sarah raised an eyebrow. "Business? Girl, that's not how she looks at you." "Spill." Knox hesitated. Her secret weighed heavy. She dated men before but never felt the spark. With women it was complicated, crushes dismissed as admiration. Sarah had always teased her about it, but Knox shied away. "It's nothing," she muttered. Jordan approached, extending a hand to Sarah. "Jordan Hayes. Pleasure." Sarah's grip was firm, eyes appraising. "Heard about the buyout. Bold move." The conversation flowed, but undercurrents tugged. Sarah's protectiveness clashed with Jordan's poise. Subtle barbs exchanged. By night's end, Jordan pulled Knox into the office. "Sarah seems close." Knox sighed. "We've been friends forever." "Why?" Jordan's vulnerability surfaced. "I thought, maybe you and I." "Jordan, stop." Knox's voice cracked. "You assume too much." The word stung. Jordan retreated, masking hurt with professionalism. But the seed of doubt grew. She dove into work, overseeing expansions, but distance crept in. Knox felt the void, missing their easy rapport. One afternoon, during a quiet shift, Knox confided in Sarah over coffee. "I'm confused, Sar. Jordan thinks I'm like you. And maybe I am, but..." Sarah's eyes softened. "Knox, you've always been you. If there's feelings, explore them. But be careful. Money changes people." Unbeknownst to them, Jordan overheard snippets from the doorway, heart twisting. Assumption shattered. Knox wasn't sure? The betrayal echoed her past. In a rash decision, she called her assistant. "Look into alternatives for the bar. Maybe sell it off." The conflict escalated. Renovations hit snags, permits delayed, costs overrun. Knox blamed Jordan's overambitious plans. Jordan accused Knox of resistance. Arguments turned personal. "You waltzed in and took everything," Knox shouted in the empty bar one night. "I did it for us, for you." Jordan fired back, tears glistening. "I thought you felt it too." Knox's silence was deafening. The hidden truth. Knox was falling, but fear paralyzed her. Her parents' conservative upbringing lingered, whispers of not normal echoing. She pushed Jordan away, seeking solace in Sarah, who offered unbiased ears. But Sarah had her own agenda. Jealous of the budding connection, she subtly undermined Jordan. "She's just using you, Knox. Rich folks like her don't stick around." The betrayal brewed. Jordan discovered emails from a rival developer, sniffing around the bar, traced back to Sarah's connections. Confrontation loomed. In a stormy meeting, Jordan laid it out. "Your friend tried to sabotage us." Knox defended Sarah fiercely. "She's protecting me from you." Jordan's heart broke. "From me? I bought this place because I saw potential in it and in you. But if you can't see that..." The air thickened with unspoken pain. Knox stormed out, leaving Jordan alone with regrets. That night, Knox wandered Brooklyn's streets, rain mingling with tears. She realized her feelings. The pull toward Jordan was real, deeper than friendship. But the damage was done. As weeks passed, the bar thrived externally, but internally fractures deepened. Jordan considered pulling out entirely, her empire calling her back to the West Coast. Knox grappled with self-discovery, journaling late nights about suppressed desires. The high point approached. A charity event at the bar drawing crowds and media. On event night, glamour met grit. Jordan emceed, poised as ever, but her eyes sought Knox. Sarah attended, tension palpable. Midway, a tipsy patron outed Sarah's meddling publicly, sparking chaos. Knox confronted Sarah. "Why? I trusted you." Sarah's facade cracked. "I love you, Knox. Always have. Seeing you with her. It hurt." The revelation hit like a freight train. Betrayal from a friend, unrequited love exposed. Jordan witnessed it all, her own pain mirroring Knox's. In the aftermath, alone in the office, Knox turned to Jordan. "I didn't know. About Sarah. Or myself." Jordan's voice softened. "What about you?" Knox took a breath. I feel something. For you." The admission hung fragile and true. But wounds were fresh. Trust shattered. The days following the charity event were a whirlwind of fallout. Sarah's confession rippled through their circle, friendships strained, whispers in the bar's corners. Knox distanced herself from Sarah, the betrayal cutting deep, like a sister turning foe. "How could you?" Knox had whispered that night, voice laced with hurt. Sarah left in tears, promising space, but the damage lingered. Jordan threw herself into work, finalizing tech integrations. VR experiences for virtual tastings, apps for personalized drink recommendations. It was a distraction from the ache. Her assumption about Knox had been presumptuous, she realized, projecting her own identity onto someone still navigating theirs. Guilt gnawed. Had she pushed too hard? Knox meanwhile sought clarity. She attended a local support group in Manhattan, anonymous amid strangers sharing stories of coming out later in life. "I thought I was straight," one woman shared. "But love doesn't follow rules." The words resonated, easing Knox's isolation. She began journaling, unpacking years of denial. Crushes on female classmates dismissed, relationships with men that fizzled. One crisp morning, Knox found Jordan in the bar, overseeing installations. "We need to talk." Jordan nodded, leading them to the rooftop, newly added, overlooking the East River. The city hummed below, a backdrop to their vulnerability. "I'm sorry," Knox started, "for pushing you away. Sarah's mess. It opened my eyes." Jordan's gaze was steady. "And what do you see now?" "You." I think I've always felt it, but fear held me back." Jordan's heart swelled, but caution prevailed. "Knox, I came on strong. Assumed things I shouldn't have." They talked for hours, bridges mending. Jordan shared her story. Coming out in college, building walls after Mia's betrayal. Using her for status, then vanishing. "I saw you and thought, finally someone real. But I was wrong to label you." Knox reached for her hand. "You weren't entirely wrong. I'm figuring it out, with you if you'll have me." The moment was tender. A tentative kiss under the morning sun, sealing a fragile pact. Romance blossomed quietly. Stolen lunches in Central Park, evenings exploring Brooklyn's hidden gems. Jordan introduced Knox to her world. Galas where Knox felt out of place in borrowed dresses, but Jordan's arm around her grounded her. Yet conflicts simmered. Jordan's work demanded travel. Knox's roots tied her to the bar. Doubts crept. Was this sustainable? Jordan's ex, Mia, reappeared via email, congratulating the bar's success, hinting at reconciliation. Jordan deleted it, but the ghost lingered. High drama peaked during a business trip. Jordan in San Francisco, Knox alone in New York. Sarah, seeking redemption, reached out. "I miss our friendship," she texted. They met for coffee, boundaries set. But paparazzi, tipped off by Mia's vengeful hand, snapped photos, twisting it into scandal. Tech mogul's girlfriend cheats with ex-flame? The story exploded online. Headlines screaming betrayal. Jordan's phone blew up en route home. Hurt and furious, she confronted Knox upon arrival. "Is this true?" Jordan thrust her phone forward, photos glaring. Knox's eyes widened. "No, it was just coffee. Sarah's apologizing." "But why meet her? After everything?" Trust fractured anew. Knox defended. "Because forgiveness matters. Not like your ex who..." Jordan flinched. "Don't bring Mia into this. She warned me about you." The revelation. Mia had contacted Jordan, planting seeds of doubt. "She's not ready," Mia had said. "You'll get hurt." The argument escalated, words like daggers. "You bought my bar to control me," Knox accused. "I bought it to be close to you," Jordan yelled back. They parted in anger, Jordan storming to her penthouse, Knox crashing at a friend's. The bar suffered. Staff noticed the chill, patrons sensed tension. In solitude, reflections deepened. Jordan realized her insecurities fueled the fire. Knox recognized her naivety in trusting Sarah fully. A week of silence, then Jordan appeared at the bar, humbled. "I was wrong," she admitted. "Mia's poison got to me. I trust you, Knox." Knox's tears flowed. "And I need to own my journey. But I want it with you." Reconciliation was sweet. Apologies sealed with embraces. They vowed communication therapy, even Jordan's idea, surprising Knox with her openness. As winter approached, the bar hosted a holiday fundraiser for LGBTQ+ youth. Success bonded them further. But a final twist loomed. Jordan's board pushed for selling non-core assets, including the bar. The ultimatum: keep the bar or her position. Jordan agonized, confiding in Knox. "This place is us," Knox said. "But you're more important." Jordan's decision would define them. The boardroom in Hayes Tech's sleek Manhattan headquarters crackled with tension. Jordan stood at the head of the table, facing suits who'd built her empire but now questioned her vision. "The bar is a distraction," the chairman intoned. "Sell it. Focus on tech." Jordan's mind flashed to Knox. Mornings brewing coffee together, nights debating playlists for the bar. "It's not just an asset," she countered. "It's innovation in action, blending community with tech." Debate raged, numbers crunched. Jordan left unsettled, the pressure mounting. That evening she met Knox at their favorite diner. Burgers forgotten as she spilled the dilemma. "Sell it," Knox said softly, though her eyes betrayed pain. "Your company's your dream." "But you're my future," Jordan replied, hand squeezing Knox's. "We'll find another way." The conflict tore at them. Knox felt sidelined, a pawn in corporate games. Jordan worked tirelessly, pitching hybrids, franchise the bar's model. But resistance grew. Amid this, Sarah reemerged cautiously. A letter arrived. "I'm sorry for everything. I hope you find happiness." Knox shared it with Jordan, transparency key. "Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting," Knox mused. Jordan nodded, but old wounds itched. Mia escalated, leaking stories to tabloids. Hayes heartbreak. Bartender affair sinks CEO? Public scrutiny intensified. Jordan's stock dipped. Knox faced stares at work. Drama peaked at a press conference. Jordan addressed rumors. "My personal life is mine. But know this, love isn't a liability." Knox watched from home, pride swelling. Post-conference, they reunited. Passion reignited in quiet affirmations. "We're in this," Knox whispered. Yet the board's deadline loomed. Jordan proposed a buyback. Knox regains ownership with Jordan as silent partner. "It's yours again," Jordan offered. Knox hesitated. "But us. Stronger without the business tangle." The deal sweetened with funds for expansion. Knox accepted, relief mingling with gratitude. As spring bloomed, the bar reverted, renamed Nail and Heart, in nod to their journey. Jordan stepped back professionally. focusing on her company while nurturing their relationship. Personal growth flourished. Knox embraced her identity, attending pride events hand in hand with Jordan. Therapy helped unpack traumas, Jordan's betrayal scars, Knox's self-doubt. A summer trip to the Hamptons sealed bonds. Beach walks, deep talks. I almost lost you to assumptions, Jordan confessed under stars. And I almost lost myself, Knox replied. But we found each other. Back in Brooklyn, a surprise. Sarah at the bar, tentative. Can we start over as friends? Knox glanced at Jordan, who nodded. Everyone deserves a second chance. Humanity shone through forgiveness. The story's climax resolved not in grand gestures, but quiet resilience. Yet one final test. Jordan's promotion offer in California. Come with me, she asked. Knox pondered. The bar was her anchor but love her compass. Let's build something new together. They compromised. Knox franchises the bar, they split time bi-coastally. In a heartfelt moment, Jordan proposed on the rooftop. Ring simple yet profound. Marry me, Knox. Through assumptions, betrayals, and all. Tears flowed. Yes. The wedding was intimate, Brooklyn Bridge backdrop. Friends including a redeemed Sarah toasting their union. Life unfolded. Challenges met with unity, love deepened by trials. The hidden truth? Love defies labels, blooming in unexpected places. Their story inspired, patrons shared tales, the bar a beacon for self-discovery. In the end, what began with a misguided purchase became a testament to vulnerability, forgiveness, and enduring romance. Years passed, but the essence remained. Knox and Jordan's life wove between coasts. Mornings in Brooklyn's bustle, evenings in San Francisco's fog. The bar thrived under franchise, each location a nod to their origins, rustic charm meets innovative flair. Knox managed from afar, her tomboy spirit intact, now laced with confidence born of self-acceptance. Jordan's company soared, her leadership lauded for inclusivity. She championed LGBTQ+ initiatives, drawing from personal trials. Assumptions divide, she'd say in speeches, but understanding unites. Their marriage was a partnership of equals. Knox grounding Jordan's ambitions, Jordan fueling Knox's dreams. They adopted a rescue dog, Max, whose playful energy mirrored their joy. Weekends were sacred. Hikes in the Adirondacks or quiet nights cooking Italian, laughter echoing. Flashbacks haunted occasionally. The glass shattering that fateful night, symbolizing broken barriers. Remember when I thought buying your bar would win you? Jordan teased one anniversary. Knox chuckled. And I thought you were just another suit. Look at us now. Sarah became a distant but positive force, her own life blooming with a new partner. Forgiveness healed, proving humanity's core. Drama revisited subtly. A business rival targeted Jordan, echoing Mia's betrayal. But united they navigated. Knox's street smarts complementing Jordan's strategy. Victory sweetened by solidarity. Emotionally, depths plumbed. Knox's memoir, Behind the Bar, Unlabeled Love, became a bestseller, sharing their story sans sensationalism. Readers wrote, "You gave me courage." Jordan's vulnerability grew. She mentored young entrepreneurs, emphasizing heart over hustle. A poignant moment, visiting Knox's parents' graves. "They'd be proud," Jordan whispered. Knox nodded, tears falling. "Of who I am with you." The narrative's humanism shone. Love's not perfect, but in imperfection lies beauty. Betrayals teach, assumptions evolve into empathy. As they aged gracefully, legacy built. A foundation for queer youth funding safe spaces. We were lucky, Knox reflected. Others need that chance. Their story ended not in fairy tale bliss, but real, enduring harmony. A testament to resilience. In a world of quick judgments, they proved patience and openness forge profound bonds. On a Brooklyn rooftop, sunset painting the sky, Jordan held Knox close. Hidden truths unfolded us. And made us whole, Knox replied. The city lights twinkled below. A metaphor for lives intertwined, bright, complex, eternally hopeful.